What up, my people? Back at it again, man. What we got on the roster today, man? We got that boy, Dr. Dre, from the West Coast. You already know, man. The West Coast. We gotta take it there. So, what happened with Dr. Dre? And this is a story how, I done did some research or something. I found this story about how Tyrese and Diddy played Dr. Dre for $1 billion. How they got him to lose $1 billion, man. We'll have to find out exactly how that even worked. Let's get right into it. I ain't never heard of this before. This is crazy.
Billionaire in hip hop, right here from the motherfucking West Coast. Believe
Apple acquired Dr. Dre's Beats headphone line back in 2014 in a remarkable multi-billion-dollar deal. Since then, Beats has been an integral part in Apple's audio line.
It's going to be equivalent to looking at movies in 2D opposed to 3D. You know, the way this is going to sound. It's going to be that much of a difference between the way you listen to music.
Joint venture with Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine was one of the biggest in the industry and worth over $3 billion. But it almost didn't happen. A single video which featured the music mogul made him lose $200 million in a single night and prevented him from becoming hip-hop's first billionaire. It was a situation that Tyrese Gibson and P. Diddy played a role in, and it was a lack of judgment that nearly lost him the lucrative deal altogether. The story of how Dr. Dre lost his billionaire status in a single night is an intriguing one, and is something we can all learn from. It's the spring of 2014, and behind closed doors, Apple is in negotiations with Beats to purchase the company for a record-breaking price. After some back and forth, the company agreed on a price that was around the $3 billion mark. I ran to Dr. Dre. He said, "Jimmy, my lawyer wants me to sell sneakers." I just looked at him. I said, "Dre, sneakers, let's sell speakers." That was the beginning of Beats. After the founding of the company 8 years prior, it was a sum that Dre and Iovine could barely comprehend. As the lawyers worked through the final details, Iovine gathered the leadership team of Beats to his home near Beverly Hills. He told everyone that they were on the cusp of finalizing a massive deal. The only thing that could spoil it would be for word of the deal to leak.
I am very curious and eager to know when I might be able to buy an iPhone.
We never talk about unannounced products, so if we ever do announce something like that, I'd love to talk to you about it then.
Apple, being the company of secrecy, had made it clear that nobody involved could release information about the deal. This included the former NWA member, Dr. Dre. On May 8th of that year, the Compton-born producer and his longtime friend, singer and actor Tyrese Gibson were drinking together in a recording studio in LA.
the homie is drunk off a Heineken.
The world didn't know it yet, but they were celebrating what would be the biggest deal in hip-hop history. But what happened next will put Dre's groundbreaking power move in jeopardy. It's not often do you get to listen
Listen to Beats with Mr. Beats himself. Oh!
In a video which went out on Facebook, Dr. Dre appears alongside the Fast and Furious star, celebrating Dr. Dre becoming a billionaire. The
Forbes list just changed. The first billionaire in hip hop, right here from the motherfucking West Coast. Believe
Dre
So you mean to tell me that Dr. Dre lost hundreds of millions of dollars behind saying just that alone? Man, the industry is cold, bro. They set you up with these contracts, but I mean, hey, they don't want you to say nothing. You can't say nothing. I wouldn't have said shit. I'd have been quiet.
declares himself the first hip-hop billionaire. Dre seems to be too caught up in the moment to realize that the video being recorded could put an end to the entire deal. The video spread across a plethora of platforms and it quickly came to the attention of P. Diddy. Diddy reportedly called Iovine and informed him that Tyrese had shared a video of the chronic rapper celebrating the deal and the news of his new billionaire status. It wasn't long before this all came to the attention of the Apple CEO, Tim Cook. When news of the video reached Cook, both Iovine and Dre was summoned to Apple headquarters. Cook was disappointed but remained calm and reassured the pair that the deal would still go ahead. But in the days that followed, Cook demanded a renegotiation of the deal. Apple then removed $200 million from the initial $3.2 billion offer, a price that will prevent Dre from becoming hip-hop's first billionaire. Cook had used
It's like that boy Puff knew what he was doing. It's crazy how Puff just keep popping up in these stories and stuff, man. Like, he just be popping up everywhere.
Dre's video leak as leverage to shave $200 million off the acquisition price. Cook clearly didn't like how Dre had made the deal about himself, instead of it being a great feat for music and technology in general. The Apple boss definitely wasn't okay with his late business partner Steve Jobs' code of not announcing unreleased products being violated in this way. This had the effect of leaving Dr. Dre just shy of the $1 billion in net worth after the deal was complete. Some might say that Diddy informed Jimmy Iovine about the video intentionally, in order to ruin Dre's opportunity to reach this financial milestone. The bad boy CEO was most definitely in the runnings to becoming a billionaire, especially having launched the Revolt network a year earlier.
Is that right? So, basically, Puff snitched, told on him, like he finna do everybody in this case, that he just picked up, and just went and told him, like, hey, I seen Dr. Dre on live saying he a billionaire. Like, where'd that come from? Man, Puff is a snake, bro. He just always been a snake in the grass.
Seemed even more intentional, though, was Tim Cook's renegotiation of the deal, shaving the price down just enough to make sure the West Coast legend didn't get those bragging rights. This served Dre with a humbling lesson. As the saying goes, don't count your chickens before they've hatched. On his case, don't speak until the deal is done.
Rapper and Brooklyn's own Jay-Z has become the first billionaire.
Since then, Dre has spent heavily on property and has had a heavy divorce settlement to contend with, decreasing his chances of reaching billionaire status. The Beats acquisition helped position Apple as one of the biggest headphone manufacturers in the world, and it put him ahead of the game when it came to the industry transitioning to wireless headphones. Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine revolutionized how we listen to music on a global scale. In 2015, Apple decided to convert the Beats music streaming service into Apple Music, while having Dre and Iovine on their payroll. Iovine left Beats for a consulting role within Apple, and Dre has been nowhere to be seen within Apple since.
Well, that's it, man. That's all we got for you. How y'all feel about this whole situation, man? This is crazy because it seems like Puff just always got something to do with something, man. He always got his hands in something. This is unbelievable, man. But I feel like the CEO was like, oh, this is my perfect chance to go ahead get this deal for a lesser price. They played him, man. He really got played. And I feel like that they put Tyrese over there, like with the drinks and all that, just to pump him up. Man, I don't know. It just all seemed kind of ironic and strange. I don't know, man. Give me your thoughts in the comment section, man. What y'all think about this situation? This is sad, man. But I'm about to stay up on here, man. Check out another story, man. I'm about to get right back at y'all with something else. Love yourself. Stay safe. Stay focused. Stay away from snakes like Puff, Diddy, whatever you want to call them. We out, man. Let's go.